Hello there. Do you enjoy watching the most random thing you can possibly imagine at 3 a.m.? No? How about watching somebody try to do an activity they have never done before, and it ends up having some unintentionally sexual scenes? Well, then in that case, I guess I have a video for you. This video is gonna be a fucking disaster, I can already tell. Hi. Hello. How's it going, everybody? You're probably wondering what the fuck is all of this? What? Well, I bought Wheatstones. I like trains. Yeah, so I bought sharpening stones. And I wanted to try and sharpen some knives. That's the whole plot for this video. I don't know why you watch this. Anyway. Alright. So yeah, I bought Wheatstones. This video is gonna be a piece of work. Alright, so yeah, I bought a Wheatstone. Don't worry, this is not the Wheatstone. This one is way too coarse and way too rough. Now, we all got knives, right? Every one of us has knives. These things, you use them to cut food. And these two bad boys, kind of dull, kind of stinky poopy. Let's showcase this. Yeah, see? A piece of paper, try to cut it. What is that? You suck. Alright. So yeah, it's pretty much the basis for all of this. I just wanted to sharpen these knives because they're both really fucking dull. And those, you know, those little sharpening thingies that you have, use knives responsibly, please. But yeah, those little kitchen knife sharpening things that you have really don't do the job. So I bought Wheatstones. Now, let me put this aside. Now, Wheatstones are actually pretty cool. And what you're supposed to do with these is you're supposed to let them soak in water, which I have done here, for about 15 minutes before use, because they actually need to be wet in order for you to use them. And yeah. Now I don't know if you can actually see that, but these come in different grits. See that right over there? This one is 400 and 1000. Now, the higher the number, the finer the grit, meaning the finer the edge is gonna be. What you basically have to do with these is to put them in your fancy bamboo receptacle over here, and you're supposed to take this, put it on here, and just go like that, right? Now I've never done this, and the kit that I bought, these are really fucking cheap, by the way. You can buy them on Amazon literally for 30 euros. I have an edger over here. Now what this does is basically keeps my edge, which is very important, right? These things only work in the right hands. So not my hands. Use knives responsibly. But, you know, we all have to start somewhere. We all have to learn. This video is going to be such shit. Fuck it, let's give it a try. Wet the blade. Wet the stone over here.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to tell. I really don't think I'm keeping a proper edge on this particular blade, but I'm gonna freehand it because fuck it. Shut the fuck up. Whoa. This shit be cleaning up my edge. Look at the amount of material that's gone off there. Holy shit. You know what, let me actually try that edger. I know I said I was going to freehand it, but I am utter garbage at this. I'm nervous with all this water next to my PC. Whatever. Alright, So this video got kind of derailed pretty quickly. I kind of shut up halfway, and I made a goddamn mess. But what else is new, right? So, yeah, I'm seeing the already seeing the improvement in this. You definitely have to work it a little bit more than your traditional sharpening, but you know, what's life without a little bit of elbow grease? And I'm really like it's almost therapeutic in a way. Alright, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get this edge. That's looking way better than before. That's as good as I'm gonna get this edge. So I think it's time to move on to the 1000 grit. God, I'm making a mess. I feel like a kid again. Get rid of all that crap. All that crusty shit. Alright, so that was 400 grit. Ooh. Oh, that's fine. This is way rougher. This is fine. She's looking fine. Dapper, even. Alright. 1000 grit, and then we have 2 more to go. Now, I completely understand that many people don't have time for this. In which case, just get one of those kitchen sharpening things, but hey, from what I'm feeling right now, this is really fucking fun. Oh my god, that edge is getting nice. I'm not even joking. I'm literally having a great time doing this. I think we're getting somewhere. Use knives responsibly, children. Alright, that's it for this stone. I'm just going to check the whole thing back in there and let it clean itself. As we move on to the next one. So that was 1000, now we move on to 3000 grit, which, oh my god, that's fine. I hope the microphone picked that up. Also, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this in my room. And there is a reason. There is a method to my madness. Number one, I could have gone outside and made a good backdrop for you guys. But I chose not to because I really want to try out this microphone with this type of setup. So it's for selfish reasons. Number two, I also wanted to prove people. I wanted to prove to people living in like flats and stuff like that that you can absolutely do this. You just have to clean up after yourself. If you make a mess, don't worry. Those are just happy little accidents. I actually have to leave for a hot minute, so I'm going to pause the recording here. And I'll join back with you guys later. Alrighty. So I'm back. Had to go dig something out of the garden. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Yeah, where was I? Sharpening.
Get nice and wet for me, baby.
Boys, I think we got him. Oh, this is getting sharp. I think I actually nicked a piece of skin. Supposed to be an anti-slip stand. Come on! Anti-slip! Alright. 8,000 grit. And then polish. And we should be Gucci. At least as good as I can get it. I'm an amateur, by the way. I'm learning this. Just as much as you are. And making an absolute goddamn mess. Like a kid. and I'm absolutely loving it. This is fun. Let's see how my first blade will actually go. I do think I marginally improved this blade. Like, it looks way better. After I polish it and shine it a little bit with the stropping thing, I will explain. I think it's going to be really, really good. Alright, so this is definitely a full body thing, I'm noticing. It's way better not to use your wrist, but your entire hand, so your wrists can keep the blade still. That's what I'm noticing right now through this entire ordeal. And I'm slowly Oh, that edge is getting ridiculously sharp. Slowly but surely I'm getting better at this, and I'm loving every minute of it, guys. It's so scary every time I do this motion, because this blade is getting sharper by the minute. And yeah, you could get a pretty nasty cut doing it like that. I don't want to cut myself. Please practice knife safety. Don't be an idiot like me. I neglected the tip a little bit. And I think we're done with this one. The 8000. I think that's as sharp as I can get it right now with my current skill level. So I'm going to actually move back to the 400 grit for a hot minute. See if I can fix the tip of this blade. See if I can just a tip. Just a tip. My hands are absolutely fucked, but coffee will nonetheless. Yes, that fixed it. Hell yes. Have to do the other side a little bit and then we're done. Ah, there's the dull spot. Spot that I couldn't get to. Because the blade was curved. I would need excessive grinding in order to fix that, but this blade looks a lot better than it did before. So I think I'm going to call it quits for that one. I could refine it a lot more, but simply don't have the time today, because I still have that other knife to do. I'm going to move straight on to polishing with this one, I think. Alright. So, what do I mean when I say either stropping or polishing? These are probably terms that you've heard me throw around this absolute ass video. You've probably heard me throwing these terms around. Now, stropping is basically taking a piece of leather and essentially it acts like a polish wheel. You know, you polish the blade. Take a little bit of compound and you polish the edge right here, make it look nice and pretty. We're going to be doing that. It came with the kit. There's a little strop. So, this right here is a leather strop. Now, don't actually know precisely how to use this one. You usually have these on like a piece of wood, but I don't have a piece of wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this flat on here, add the compound. I think you're supposed to use this side. And then you're just supposed to polish the blade like this, right? Now, this might take a little bit of ingenuity here on how exactly I'm going to do this. Yeah, that's much safer. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. And in the kit as well came this. Now what this is polish compound. So we can put a nice little shine. It's all busted up. Put a nice little shine on our blade here. Now I doubt that this blade is going to be razor sharp, but do I need to wet this? Put on a little bit of this compound under here. Again, I'm an amateur. I'm learning just the same as you. You're on this journey with me now. Alright, I'm also going to put some on the blade right over here. Let's get stropping, I guess. Oh yeah, that's doing something. I need to find a better way to do this. Now this is the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do with the wheatstone. With the wheatstone, you're supposed to go edge first and then grind it down. This, you're just polishing it. So you just go against the edge so you don't actually hurt your edge that you just bent An hour and a half making. Ooh. She's looking pretty, boys. I'm terrified of what I'm doing right now. I don't even know if the camera angle is good. I have a shit camera set up right now, so hope everything's okay. It'll be uploaded the way it will be uploaded. And I don't give a shit. That is gorgeous. That is smooth as fuck. Oh, that's the technique. Ah, I see, okay. Yeah. Watching all those knife sharpening YouTube shorts fucking paid off, brother. Not that way. God damn it. Okay. I think I'm done with this sword. Why do I keep calling it a sword? Excuse you. Just moving in closer right now so you can actually see that edge. See that? Focus, come on. See that edge? Look at that. That is looking gorgeous if you ask me. These striations, these are from the focus. These striations over here, these are actually from the other guy that attempted to sharpen this blade and failed miserably. And this is my attempt to fix it. And I think I did a focus. A pretty good job for my first time. Now, that's all fine and dandy, right? But the real question is, how does it cut? Now, let's see, ultimate test. That's much better than before. Like, it's not extra super sharp, as you can see. It's not super duper duper sharp, but it's way sharper than before, as you can see in the video. Might have to fix it a little bit more. But seeing as this is my actual first attempt with this, with just watching some YouTube tutorials and shit, and I think for my first try, I actually did pretty decently, if I would have to say. Where's a thicker piece of paper? Let's try this more thick piece of paper. This is printer paper. It like catches at certain spots. I think that's where I messed up the edge. Whoops! Yeah, it catches certain spots. A little bit more polished. Yep. The polish is what did it. And I'm very bad with the blade, so. Look it. Like, it's not perfect, but goddamn, it's much better than before. I'm slightly underwhelmed, but also proud of that. Because I also know which areas I would have to improve. So after doing that thorough analysis for way too fucking long, I figured out certain things that I am very good at edging the middle. The tip is fine. This part I'm very bad at, so these are my problem areas. Now this blade here, I'm gonna call it quits because I think that this is much better than it was before and way, way sharper. Like, it wasn't gonna do that before. There's just no shot. I have fixed it as much as I can fix it. If I really wanted to fix it, I would have to completely grind it down and re-edge this blade completely. Because, I don't know if you can, let me try. Like, look, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see where the edge of the blade like dips down just a little bit. It's crooked. That's because there's a chip here. And the dude that tried to fix this blade before chipped it. Or actually tried to fix this chip, and he grinded this area down more than the rest, so that's why this edge is cutting perfectly fine, and this part is not because there's a little dip here. And this part I'm just shit at, so. I would say not bad for my first attempt with this. I definitely need a lot more practice, but I can see the potential here. Now, I'm gonna move on to this blade right here. Hi, editing code from the future here. So yeah, my recording died. I feel dead inside. There was like an entire hour of footage that just completely doesn't exist because the battery on my recording setup just completely and utterly died on me, even though I was charging it while I was filming and everything. And it just didn't work. So yeah, I did end up actually sharpening the other blade the exact same way. The only difference was that I figured out that in the kit came two different strops. I don't know why they did this. I think that this one just is more coarse than this one, but doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I did also go back and fix the original blade that you saw me sharpen in the video, and you know, trying to learn what this sort of whetstoning sharpening stuff is, and I got pretty good at it, and I sharpened this blade and one other from my grandma, and I did actually eventually end up getting them sharp enough to where they can do this. So as you can clearly see, these knives are definitely sharp and definitely better from what they used to be. I even showcased this specific knife in the video, or at least what I thought was the video. Now, I know that these knives aren't perfect. They definitely could use a lot more work, and in fact, I am considering of buying an even finer whetstone to get that edge really, really good. But you see, the thing is, I don't need these knives to be much more sharp than they really are now. If you don't know, magazine paper is a lot thinner than printer paper, meaning printer paper is a lot easier to cut than magazine paper. And that's why you saw the knife going through. That's because the edge isn't quite perfect. It's not a mirror edge, but this is way, way sharper than you're ever going to need in the kitchen. And I'm happy with that. For my second attempt at sharpening a knife, this is very good. I'm very, very happy with this. And the third knife that I did actually ended up being even sharper. So it's all just a matter of practice makes perfect with this. It's just as you're holding at the blade at a specific angle on the actual whetstone itself, the better you can hold that still, like completely still, so the knife doesn't tip like this. The better you can hold that, the better your edge is going to be, and that's what the biggest problem at the beginning is. So I kept doing this instead of just holding it straight. Now that's what the edger is for, the little thing that slips onto the blade and lets you keep the edge, right? But that thing is so fucking annoying to use, and I believe it actually wears down your whetstone a little bit more, and it's just uncomfortable in general, and I wanted to do it without it. So yeah, a little bit of trial and error later, I actually did get better. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just an interesting thing that I found on the internet that I really wanted to try. And I hope that you guys enjoyed my shenanigans. Anyway, that has been my knife video, my knife sharpening video. A little bit out of left field because most of my content is gameplay related, but you know, that's the nature of YouTube. You experiment, you do things, and I really need to get better at you know, whole camera setup, sliding, and all that stuff. So this is a part of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all those shenanigans. Even dislike if you disliked it. Leave me some constructive criticism. He's more than welcome. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video, or whatever random bullshit I decide to do next. Have a good one.